What is up everyone, I am DeviantCringe, and ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing another art review. Oh yes everyone, so just like usual I have three pretty cool artists lined up for you guys and gals, so sit back, relax, enjoy, and without further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? So the first artist that we're going to be checking out today is called Hisame-Amadashi, a digital art hobbyist and a female from the Ukraine. She's been on DA for 1 year, and the first picture that I'm going to be taking a look at from her is this one right here. And I gotta say, it does look pretty cool, although there are a few things that could be improved a little bit. But before that, I just want to say that I do really like the little touch right here, the glowing red eye as well. As you can see over here, there's a little bit of lighting on the other character's face. That is really cool. Now, for the things that could be improved a little, first off is the lighting. Now, of course, obviously this is supposed to be like a, nighttime, darkroom setting and all that, but a little bit more visibility wouldn't hurt and all, to bring out a little bit more detail in the characters. The wall could also use a little bit of detail work done, right now it looks like a, just a plain white wall. You could maybe add like a painting or like a poster on there, maybe like a nightstand with like a digital clock on it. That would be pretty cool, just to give the setting a little bit more liveliness to it. And the third thing is, of course, the hand right here. Like I said in a previous episode, it looks a little bit too paw-like, It kind of looks like the hand is way too small and the fingers are just basically like claws and all that. So yeah, try touching those things up a little bit, and besides that, it actually looks nice, I gotta say. I do like the line work. It's a nice, crisp and smooth. I don't see any like a wobble or choppiness to it. And of course we have nice realistic wrinkles and shades on the clothes to give it a little bit more dimension. And of course the anatomy of the characters also looks pretty nice. Besides the hand on the vampire character, everything else looks pretty good, I gotta say. So thumbs up to that. Work a little bit more on your hands. Maybe tweak the lighting a little bit more, and try adding some things in the background to give it some more detail and all that. Hungry vampire. Shortly about context. After Nevin finds out he turns into a vampire, he locks himself in his room, refusing to leave it under any circumstances. Drew is worried because that idiot doesn't even eat anything. Probably a reason to tell him why. Under some circumstances, Drew manages to get into others' room and gets attacked by a hungry vampire. ESIVBS by One Bizarre Kai. And the next picture we're going to take a look at is this one right here. Apparently it's a continuation of the previous picture and all that, but the characters definitely do look a little bit too different in this one. And of course, as we can see, the line work in this picture is also pretty good. Again, no wobble, no choppiness and all that. A huge thumbs up, as well as we can see, smaller details like over here in the hair, as you can see. Smaller details right here, and of course more natural looking wrinkles on the character's clothes. The whole setting is actually pretty amusing, I gotta say. A vampire that doesn't know how to hunt, so he kind of bites the character's arms a little bit. I honestly don't know if that would be my reaction if someone was biting my arms with sharp ass fangs, but I don't know. It's pretty cool nonetheless. And just like with the previous one, the anatomy is also pretty good. Although I will say that this character's legs kind of look a little bit disproportionate and all that. Besides that, it's pretty cool, and I really do like the shirts. The coloring on this one is pretty cool. Plus, of course, the natural looking wrinkles, as well as on this one. I really like the coloring and detail work on this shirt. So honestly, I really don't have too much to say about this picture. It's got nice coloring, nice line work and all that. Besides the disproportionate legs, and of course the still, detailless background, it's actually pretty nice. So be sure to keep doing what you're doing, practice even more, and you'll get better before you know it. Dumb vampire who can hunt. So after this happened, the idea of Drew getting done with all that it came almost right away, but I was starting at a blank canvas for a month and a half by One Bizarre Kai, and I swear to God I put too much effort into those t-shirts, and everything looks so flat in comparison to them doing the coloring. Well, I gotta say, you did a really good job, putting a lot of effort into these shirts. It shows that your commitment as an artist and all that. Plus, I definitely gotta say, I feel for you, when you said that you were staring at a blank canvas for a month and a half, because I've also had like a block where I couldn't decide what videos I wanted to do and all that. So yeah, I feel you on that, but thankfully after time, we all get out of our little ruts that we have every now and again. And the second artist we're going to take a look at today is Tara Lode. Focus on the positives, a varied hobbyist, Dragonfire Female from the United States, and she has been on DA for 8 months. And the picture we're going to take a look at from her is this one, which kind of looks like a Minecraft type OC, kind of like a smiling creeper. Pretty cool concept, I gotta say. Well, you know, smiling creeper looks like he has some professor glasses and some nice flowing hair with some cat ears. This picture looks really good. You know, the coloring and line work are definitely really nice right here. Like, take a look at this. Over here, you can see the individual tufts of hair. You know, nice and detailed. The coloring is really nice and balanced and all that. Nothing clashes with each other. Everything looks you know, nice and mellow and all that, and I really love that type of vibe. The only things that I can really say about this is, like, first off, the eyebrows kind of look a little bit too, you know, too basic, you know, a bit wobbly. To me, the way I see this, this picture could have been, you know, also pretty good without eyebrows, you know, with the hair covering them and all that. But, yeah, you could maybe try smoothing them out a little bit more to make them look a bit less, you know, wobbly. And this right here, like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I think this is supposed to be like some turtleneck shirt, you know, under the coat, but it kind of looks like over here it's cutting off, so, you know, like this is the character's skin, so it kind of seems like there's a bit of rope tied around the character's neck for what reason, I don't know. So maybe you should try to fill that in a little bit to make it look more like a shirt that's under the coat. But yeah, those are the only two things that I really have to say to approve upon this picture. You know, it's actually pretty good, I gotta say. You know, a nice you know, concept and all that. I never really seen like a smiling creeper type of character, which I think this is what it is. And the coloring is really nice. The line work, especially on the hair and the head, really good. Thumbs up. Jeremy Fitzgerald, art for Spicy Crayon. I know there's a lot of drama about going on about her art. I don't know. And about her, stay out of it. So please do not comment negative things about the person to me. I will not read it. Again, I don't want to be dragged into drama. Leave me out of it. And I use the reference of their OC. It's so heckin' cute. I'm sorry those who hate him. I think it's so cute. Cute ears. Just cute. Jeremy Fitzgerald. He's so adorable and creepy, and I love it. I really don't see what's particularly creepy about him and all that. It actually looks pretty cool to me. And the third and final artist that we're going to be checking out is called Mrs. Paintface. Me am chill, DeviantArt artist, Mrs. Paintface, female from Bulgaria. She's been on DA for only 3 small weeks. And the first picture we're going to be taking a look at from her is Spinella. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the only Steven Universe villain that actually deserved its redemption, and not to mention that the only Steven Universe villain that did not have a flat one-dimensional personality. Oh yes. And I gotta say, this is actually pretty cool, because here's the thing. While there is you know, some amount of things to be worked on in this picture, I will say that you are showing a good amount of potential to grow and progress as an artist. So yeah, you're definitely showing a lot of dedication. So really the main thing that you gotta work on right now is, of course, the line work. Everything else looks pretty much good for the most part, besides you know, over here the anatomy. You know, this finger looks, you know, way too fat, you know, like it actually looks like it's more massive than the hand. We'll definitely work on that a little bit, but for the most part, all you need to do right now is try to smooth out the line work right now. Like, as you can see, there definitely is a considerable amount of wobble, as well as over here, it kind of looks like the face is being smushed and all that. Basically, like I said in a previous art review, don't be afraid to, you know, like delete a line and do it all over again until it looks just right for you and all that. Also, another thing you could work a little bit on is, of course, her shoulder pads. This one looks a little bit squished, but this one looks kind of okay. In terms of line work, the hair actually does look pretty nice. Spinella. So I drew my favorite character from Steven Universe. To be honest, I'm really proud of this. Yes, the noodle arms are intended. If you watch Steven Universe the movie, you'll get why. Picture is also on my Twitter. And the next picture we're going to take a look at is this one right here, another OC, and I do actually like OC pictures like this, you know, OC pics that give a little bit of a elaboration as to, you know, who and what the OC is and what they like and all that. And now, the first thing I want to say about this picture is that the line work definitely is getting better. As you can see, there is some wobble over here on the face, and the logo on the character shirt does look a little bit shaky, as you can see, but overall it's actually improved and all that, you know, much more crisp and smooth. That's pretty cool, as well as the outline. It actually looks, you know, a lot more uniform, and the coloring itself, you know, it's pretty simplistic, you know, a small amount of colors and that's all well and good. Over here, as you can see on the socks, we have some, dots right here, fading from a darker to brighter. That's pretty cool. Even though these yellow ones are pretty bright, you can still make them out as individual dots. The detail work on the clothing is actually pretty good. Everything's nice and defined. As you can see over here, the usage of shadows, nice and natural and all that. CJ Summers, 18 years old, loves doggos, loves drawing and music, has rainbow powers, has phone anxiety, is scared of drowning. Well, I'm also scared of drowning. CJ character sheet. This is my OC. CJ, she is one of the main characters from a story that I'm developing. So feel free to make fan art of her. It's fine with me. Picture also on my Twitter. So yeah, everyone, that about wraps it up for this art review. Definitely a good amount of pictures. Artists with a lot of potential and all that. Hopefully, they keep getting better and better and practicing even more. Anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, press the bell icon, and if you wish to support me for my page, link is in the description below. And as always, I am DeviantCringe. I'll be seeing you guys else in the next video.